Welcome back to my favorite tropes on SpeterTV. This time we have a request. What is an anti-hero? Or anti-hero if you're into that kind of thing. As always, we're going to tvtropes.org for our answer. And there we see that an anti-hero is a protagonist who's not quite a traditional hero. This could be for a number of reasons, but one way or another, this character is not your conventional hero. Most often, they don't have your clear-cut and pristine ethics and morals of your normal hero you'd see. They may not have the complete motivation to be completely heroic, but they do it anyway, or they might not be completely altruistic. They might just try to get the job done without worrying about the repercussions. They could be good, they could be less good, they could be neutral. They could be a lot of things because the definition has really expanded in more recent years. Because traditionally, being considered an anti-hero was more about that character being cool or not cool, rather than being good or not good. And because of our more modern definition, there are so many examples that I'll only really give a few. You can say Vegeta in the Dragon Ball franchise, of course starting off as a villain, then eventually becoming really the second protagonist, but far more brash and conflicted than most of the characters around him. Like Goku, who can also be considered an anti-hero, because at his core he's pretty selfish and fights because he just likes to fight so much. He does want to save people, he just also really wants to have fun. The Red Hood, who, had shunned Batman's no-kill rule. Deadpool, of course, does good when he can get something out of it, or he's just been hired to do good or bad or whatever he's gonna do. And he's certainly not particularly precious about people's lives. The Hulk is, of course, a good guy, but he's just so destructive and hard to work with that the negatives are pretty high. The Punisher is, look at his name, come on. James Bond almost always has to do something unethical to get the job done. Han Solo was, very reluctant to ever really get involved. Sabine and even Hera from Star Wars Rebels are aware of how dirty a job having to defeat the Empire may be. And then of course Chopper is just a war criminal. Godzilla, usually sort of, serving his, or I guess sometimes her, own purpose, pretty destructively. Still ultimately for the greater good, but not necessarily to save everybody. Even Bugs Bunny, if he has to save the day for some reason, he will torture somebody. And there's so many other examples. But of course, it depends on who's writing these characters too, because they're not always written consistently and they just go through changes. But thank you so much for watching. Like this video if you like it, dislike it if you dislike it. Subscribe if you're new, hit the notification bell to let your speeder sense tingle when I upload. My voice kind of cracked in there, but just wash your hands, Be a hero.